Scream.
Scream is starting.
Oh, yeah.
Or stream.
Stream.
We should be online any second now.
We
and
are
YouTube is receiving our
online.
content. Get ready.
Yeah. Get ready. We're a little early, but
We're a little early. We can
Come on.
wait 12 minutes. It's no problem.
no, really, we can't. I can't. I want to talk about it. Goodness. What an episode. Okay, let's see if people get notifications, which they probably don't. But
Yeah, never.
maybe
It's
some
never.
people will stumble upon that.
Exactly. Okay, I think everything's set so far, right? I have to do anything else.
I don't even know if people are actually like, most people are sleeping now in America.
True, that is true. After that episode,
Cheddar
though,
Slammer. I mean,
Cheddar
you need
Slammer.
you need your sleep after that episode, yeah.
or being too hyped.
Oh yeah.
Gyra, hello.
Gyra, hey. Bülent, hi. Goodness. Maybe you were, let's see how many people look at.
Yeah.
Celia Shin. How are you? Let's go. It's starting. I think we're getting our own notification, are we? No, we don't. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, from the Philippines, from Indonesia. It's like any Americans here? Probably not, because they're all asleep. It's like how late is it? Like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 5 a.m.
5 to 3,
Crazy.
depending on.
From Norway. Ooh.
Yes, from all around the world.
Amazing. Yeah. So, what were you guys' thoughts on the episode?
Because that's why we're here.
Because
Live
we
discussion.
really heard both sides, kind of. But I don't get the other side, I want to get them. So
Yeah,
please, if you
Understand.
didn't like the episode, please tell me why. And we can discuss this a little bit more. Man, it's crazy. Is it even like worth screaming again? Streaming at this time? I don't even know. Man, I'm from America. Jen, oh, crazy. Why are you awake? I'm
How
from
are you awake?
Shanghai. Yeah. Hey, Kang.
Kang.
Mustafa. Oh my God. It's. I don't know how to describe this episode.
Yeah,
really.
we should start somewhere, right?
It's insane. Like I get why people hate the episode because of like the character choices the writers made, but they weren't badly written. They weren't something that we wouldn't have seen coming.
Yeah, definitely.
It's something that was always there in the past. For example, Jamie and coming back to Cersei, or Cersei. People, I think, people actually were annoyed or were offended by Cersei being like sentiment or emotional and stuff like that. Like we always saw that. We always saw that side. Like lately, okay, she was really like a cold bitch like the whole time. But
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about the Game of Thrones characters. They're so multi-layered that you really don't know what to expect. Anyone can turn bad or can do something that you wouldn't expect from them.
Yeah.
And that's just how people are. I
True.
think
That is true.
that's what they portrayed super well. People hate this episode. It was the best from the season. Yeah, I think it was I might say even one of the best from the whole show. So it's crazy. It's really crazy.
It definitely was the best
Again,
of this
and
season.
yeah, we listened to like the whole end music. Oh my God.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Good. Couldn't, of course we couldn't edit that in. Copyright and stuff. Man. I hated this episode. Why did you hate this episode? Just want to know the reasons. Cersei and Daenerys are getting too entitled and they don't deserve the Iron Throne. I agree.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's no
at this
Iron Throne
point,
anymore, I think, and I don't think anyone will sit
neither
on
of them
that.
deserve it. And yeah, neither of them will sit on it from now on.
Mountain was more difficult to kill than Night King because you knew how to kill the Night King.
Jeez.
So, of course.
The Mountain was not even... What was he? He wasn't
I don't
alive. He
even
was
know. I don't even
dead. He was
I-
more than
I kind of want to
dead.
know what he was.
Yeah.
Because, like, what that was not...
How did he function?
Was he actually, like, kind of a white? Because,
It's almost unkillable.
it's crazy, yeah. Man.
Eamon said this episode was so bad the writers went into wrong direction. Why build up Dany with seasons of freedom liberating to make her into Mad Queen?
Why make her into Mad Queen? I think she always was like that. Like her
She was held back by her advisors.
Advisors always advised against that, and without them, she would have made stuff like that earlier.
I mean, one died in season 5 defending her. One died in this season. The other one she executed.
She lost 2 dragons. She lost her best friend and advisor. Jon kind of, I don't know, rejected her. So there was nothing left for her. And like she said, fear is the only thing that she has. And if she only has fear, she only can play with that card. I totally get it. I totally get it. I'm still sad or mad about why she killed all these innocent people and not just flew to the Red Keep and blew that up.
Still innocent people would have died, but it would have been way better, fewer casualties.
I can't say that I don't get the writing. I think the writing was insane in this episode. I think there was really just unexpected.
I think with the acting of Dany or Emilia Clarke, it should be understandable why she did what she did.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
But I get why people can't see that because this season was really rushed, man.
It was 6 episodes is not enough.
6 episodes is not enough, and like all this
Same
stuff.
with last season.
You have to think about a lot of stuff that would normally be shown in the show.
Definitely,
or in books,
Yeah.
That's why it's very hard to understand something.
Very true.
But I do get it. Exciting season. Crossbow killed the dragon last episode really well. Couldn't kill Drogon and wanted at least hit him when there were more of them. Yeah, I totally get that too. She was like so fast. She was using the sun.
But there's always a possibility of not hitting a dragon. Sure, it's a big target, but it doesn't mean you have to hit it.
Yeah, and Drogon actually was Viserys? No, Rhaegal? Rhaegal was hurt. He couldn't, even if he would have seen it coming, I think he wouldn't have been able to, Yeah. But Drogon is like, and he had so much speed, they were using the sun to their advantage. And these things are like heavy as fuck, You can't just like...
Exactly, they're not very agile.
Yeah, exactly. So that was amazing. That was so well done.
Yeah.
She did exactly what she had to there. Like the other kill was just like a surprise. That's it.
Yeah.
The first time she underestimated the weapon.
Yeah.
And the second time it was a surprise. And now the third time she knew exactly what she was up against. And she used, the dragon to her advantage. She made a great job. I loved it. This was one of the coolest shots ever. I mean, she was meant to rule, in my opinion. They would have been immune to fire. Why would she be immune? It's godly in my eyes. With Lord of Lights, the way of decision to make her the ruler.
I think that's just a Targaryen
that's Targaryens,
thing.
I think, yeah. I think that's just like something...
special thing you have,
up,
yeah. Like, it's gonna sound weird, but they had like this very long incest thing going on. And I think that's how it mutated, maybe,
Might be, yeah.
Rita, hi.
Hey, Rita.
Welcome.
Did you send us a message on Twitter? I couldn't read it. I don't want to read it at, in...
Yeah.
Let me come on. Let's do it.
Dany has been killing everybody who was against her from the first season. It was built by
tweet the
George
live stream,
R. Martin, and it was quite obvious. Yeah, we could do that. True. That she will end up like this. Yeah, it wasn't a surprise, honestly.
No, it wasn't at all.
It was hinted from the beginning that she had this tendency to be very harsh.
I hope that she wouldn't...
that doesn't make it right. We said it in a reaction.
But it's not.
It was a disappointment from us, killing all these innocent people.
Not something that is completely off her character.
No, it was just nah.
Just like rewatch the whole seasons. Just like her impulses, and her being like, her temperament. Sometimes like it was just like really controlled by her advisors, by Jorah mostly. So will Drogon die? How? I have no idea. I don't think so. How and who will kill him? Who will kill a freaking huge dragon without this crossbows anymore? Like without the... I don't know. No clue. I get that other people's opinions, but to me it was unbelievable. Just don't get how she goes mad in like an instant. Yeah, no, we said that. Like, just like from the other seasons, it wasn't really instant. It's just like
I think after
everyone saw it
after
coming.
the Night King, when they were celebrating, it started, and in this episode, it kind of burst out.
Yeah,
with
yeah, it was
Sunday
before,
and
before it was doing,
everything.
like, yeah,
Um,
she even said like, "Dracarys, burn them all," or I don't think that's
yeah,
burn them all, but that's like the message she had.
I still
So,
thought yeah,
it wasn't sudden. It wasn't sudden at all. I
Mm.
mean, I didn't like it either. I didn't like it either. It's not like I liked it, but from a character wise, I can't say that this was like something that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will become what kind of like that John and Danny will become the new Jamie and Cersei angle in the finale. I don't think so. I think John saw in this episode he made a mistake,
Yeah.
a huge mistake.
He said
Tyrion
before,
too.
I trust my queen, and
Yeah.
then oof. Oh, John's face, man! Fuck, really every actor in this episode killed it. It was so
yeah.
good.
Emilia killed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Really did. I hated majority of this episode in terms of writing, just so cringe. Too much plot armor for the dragon and for what? Subverting our expectations, very but Danny going mad queen.
Well, honestly, about Arya, I never thought she was gonna die.
No, I didn't either.
I mean, with the masses, I was like, shit, man, the masses are the most danger probably to a human being right now at the beginning.
There's the thing again. If Arya would have died, like just from the fire, people would have been upset about her dying like that. I mean, you can't really please everyone,
No, that's not possible anyway.
So I think they did a great job in this episode for everything. What was cringe in this episode actually? Like I always see like certain scenes that people might consider cringe in some,
Yeah.
but in this episode I have none. I really had none. Please just like what do you mean? What do you mean? Emilia definitely has shown she isn't happy with the season. She sarcastically said, "Best season ever." Yeah, I mean, I'm not like happy with how she turned either, but I can totally see it. That's it.
I'm excited about interviews after Game of Thrones has concluded about the actors, what they thought of the season. I'm very excited.
Varys trying to poison Daenerys. I don't think he would do that.
No.
No,
Why?
No.
Why though? Why would you say that? He doesn't work that way. Varys works very differently. A lot of this episode gave a lot of focus shots wise on the ground, the people who are on the actual victims here.
So good.
So good. I mean, we had to cut a lot of out because it wasn't really, it's, reaction-wise. But yeah, definitely.
Jon
really
isn't
cool.
immune to fire, I think. I think we saw him in season 1, like, grabbing the lantern. And he
Exactly.
burned himself. So I don't think he's immune to fire.
Hmm.
To me, if you go back and see the look when her brother got killed, see what she said, I think we can all understand why she turned. Yeah. Like, exactly. Like, seeing her brother die like that. He was no dragon.
Yeah.
Like, just like her face, like, changing. And I think from that
True.
moment on, you kind of saw, okay, she has potential to be mad, to be
Yeah, true. But yeah, Eamon, you're right. It can't be an incestual thing. True. Because Viserys wasn't immune to fire.
No.
Although it was gold. I don't know if that's the same thing.
yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Like hot metal? I'm not sure, man.
It would hurt her too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming. That's what I'm asking myself about Jon. Jon touched the lantern, but what about fire?
I don't know, yeah. Might be.
Sheepy! It's okay, Sheepy. Thanks so much. See you later.
Yeah.
George!
Hey. Oh, George, how did you like this
How
episode?
did you? Yeah, what did you think of it?
God, I actually don't. I'm feeling really, really bad for you, actually, and for Danny's character.
I think he's happy.
But at the same time,
I mean, about the innocent people, maybe not, but
I won't.
in general, it's
I won't take it back. This was a freaking amazing episode, and
it was.
I think
the best.
no bad writing there. It's my opinion. I think it's just like me.
The thing is, D&D said she forgot about Euron's fleet. The thing is, it's very bad to explain the decisions of writing because something like that comes up, and then for me, it kind of makes it worse. Just don't explain why you did
exactly.
what.
Just
This is
go
so
with it.
bad. She forgot about Euron's fleet. This is so bad. How can she forget about Euron's fleet?
It might happen. I
It's
don't
a-
question that actually.
It's a disgrace.
I don't actually question that. But why would you explain it like that?
It's
You know,
such a...
Don't explain it
do
like
that.
You're like just like I don't know.
Just let it for the viewer to explain it for himself.
I actually get what I actually thought about that too. Like she didn't expect like the Iron Fleet to ambush her on Dragonstone. Who would think that? Like they have 2 full-grown dragons. The Iron Fleet is just like there and ambushing them. Who would expect that? I don't think. And
one of the advisors should have expected that.
I'm totally
Not
fine
Danny.
with that.
Danny is not very
totally fine with
strategical and tactical, but
Yeah.
Jesus, she has advisors, and she had Varys at that time. So, Edog, hey,
Who will
What's
kill
up,
the
man?
mountain? I hope he's dead, man.
He-
If he's alive,
he lives
then,
on.
Like, Cersei's alive too, and like, oh god,
They talked about it. Jaime and
Yeah.
Cersei are still alive under the rubble of.
yeah. The only
Stone.
thing Danny needed desperately was affection. I wonder if all it would have been avoided if John would have gave her some. It might actually have.
Yeah, it was because she said after John didn't kiss her back, she said, "Fury, no, not Fury. Fear it will be."
Yeah.
You know, I think that was also the second.
Yeah. If love can get her to the throne, then fear has to. I don't know. I totally get it. It just freaking makes sense, even though it's the most fucked up thing ever. Why couldn't she just fly over to the Red Keep and blow it up along with Cersei? She should have known that Cersei could kill less for the citizens. I brought on the innocents for seemingly no reason.
I think she didn't give a shit on it anymore.
Yeah,
You know, she didn't care anymore.
like all the people feared her, and she didn't
said
want
that at the
anymore.
beginning
Yeah.
too. When was it? I'm just gonna burn it to the ground.
Mm.
And Tyrion and everyone said, "No, don't do it. Don't become what you fear to become." And she
Exactly.
did at the end. You know,
Crazy.
it's not a surprise. I don't know.
No, but
A lot of people in this season, a lot of people seem to see things that happened to be a big surprise. It wasn't. The Night King wasn't a big surprise that he was killed so easily, you know?
yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think it's really just like the details that are missing sometimes that you can think about, but you have to see it. You know what I mean? Like this little detailed scenes about certain characters' decisions that
Mhm.
aren't shown in this season because of like just 6 episodes. I think that's what makes this for some people
Yeah.
so weird. You know, me for example, I always look at it a certain way. It's just like, okay, they were probably gonna, and they did this and probably thought about that and that. I always like come up with my own like things, which I love. But some, you know, in the early seasons, like everything was explained. Like, there was so much detail.
Yeah. So good.
And
So good.
I think that's what kind of is missing in this season a little bit.
And last season.
But it's not something that I don't, you know, that I miss a lot because it's still so well done.
I mean, I would like it, but I like the style as well.
Exactly, yeah. It's an early stream. Just watch the episode. It was incredible. The music, the scenes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the early stream. I normally
Yeah.
should stream at the evening, but I mean, I slept
Very
2
tired.
hours. He was all up all night.
Yeah.
So we have to go to bed in a few hours. That's the reason why we're going to stream now and then go to sleep later.
It's crazy.
Will someone retrieve the throne from the rubble of King's Landing? I think the throne is still out there. The throne cannot be destroyed. It will always be there.
Yeah.
Also remember the vision of
Yeah.
Danny in the
Yeah, like, it's so cool.
Tower
like,
of Undying.
it was
what was it
always
called?
meant to be like that. Like from season 2 on, they kind of showed us this.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, and then, you know, unexpected. No. Every single thing
yeah,
was planned like that. I love it. It's just so cool to get back. And like her, like the symbolism, like I told you, like her always returning to her dragons, always returning to Targaryen. She didn't choose her family. She didn't choose like the throne.
Yeah.
She went for the dragons and to get them back. So she's a Targaryen. Burn them all. Don't know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Danny had no one to talk to after last week's episode. Had somebody just hugged her and been there for
Yeah,
her. I'm pretty sure.
She's
this-
been fucked
yeah.
over the whole time.
Varys didn't do anything. Tyrion didn't do anything. They just.
Varys is someone who.
I mean, Varys decided before.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is not gonna work with Danny as a ruler."
Yeah. Tyrion tried, but Danny didn't, you know,
Yeah, no, he
really
failed.
trust him anymore.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah. She tried with John like twice, but he couldn't.
No,
And
John.
I get him, man. But
John,
he could
you
have.
can't expect it from
Yeah,
John.
exactly.
If everyone, but not John.
Yeah.
John is. I love it because John is supposedly be Targaryen, but he's more Stark than anything else, and I love that about him.
All that advisors had done a great job. I think they prevented her from doing it earlier, even in that episode when she wanted to burn all the fleet. But Tyrion said they needed ships to get to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
Like when it comes to emotions, she's very powerful. You know what I mean? And that was always like that.
Yeah.
And I think just like with all that thing happening at the same time, and no one showing her love and affection, she had no choice. Or she thought she had no choice.
Yeah.
But to go with fear, the only thing that will actually get her to the throne, because it worked with Cersei as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Sandor.
Oh my god.
Always in the hearts. My reaction to Sandor was, first of all, heroic when he took the mountain and just they fell down.
That was his only goal in his freaking life.
And then I was like, I was sad, but then I was like, maybe he survived. Maybe he landed on the mountain. But then we looked through for thumbnails, and I was like, shit, they fell in fire. I don't think he survived that. Then I was really sad because there's no chance of him surviving.
I really realized that he died when I saw the horse and Arya. Just imagining them traveling together again. Oh my god, then
over.
It really.
It's over.
Yeah.
Sad.
I want to hate Dany, but I can't.
Sheepy!
Who can't blame her, though? I can't blame her.
Anyone but you!
Sheepy. Ali, tweet, damn it!
What? Dude, it's not worth
Gotta do it. Thank you so much, Sheepy.
Sheepy. You could have just written that. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we did everything. Goodness.
Hey, guys, we're streaming right now. I'm going to write exactly like that.
Crazy.
Hey, guys.
We're streaming
right now.
Oh.
On about
the latest.
The latest episode of Game of Thrones.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Wow. But different opinions is kind of what I love so much about the show.
Wrong
too,
thumbnail.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's always like honestly, like this season has so split opinions. It's insane. Like just you just see how much like this show I don't know, achieved, and how it actually hurts people. How it every kind of emotion you feel in whatever you watch, everyone feels something else.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like you can think about the episodes or about like your theories coming true and these characters going this and that way, whatever you want, but like you have to admit that, like, even though some people might not like or hate this season, like it's still so well done that all the emotions are felt.
Yeah.
And
this is a very
crazy.
good segue because Kang says, Kit said people can fuck off if they don't like it because the crew gave in everything. Yeah. Basically, they worked all so hard. I don't know. It's not that bad, man.
It's not. It's insane.
This was the best episode, so I don't know.
Yeah. God goodness. The mountain looks like a mix between Varys and Thanos. Yeah.
True, Thanos. I didn't even think about that. True. I want to hate Dany, but I can't cause who can blame her. She overdid it.
I feel super bad for her, but I can't say that I like it anymore.
Yeah,
Say that.
sadly.
Because that went a little too far.
Why not just go to the Red Keep and kill her?
Yeah.
Without the man.
It's crazy. Like,
I do understand it, but man, keep it together, Dany.
The writers had like a choice. They could have said just like, okay, I'm gonna spare everyone. I'm gonna just go for the Red Keep, or I'm just gonna build a whole freaking. And they chose like the worst, but who can blame them? I can't. I respect their decision, actually. Like, it's so cool that like they went for a road and they stick with it.
Yeah.
They don't try to please everyone because it's not possible.
Yeah.
They go for a way and they do it.
Mm.
And I love that. I love that so much. They also said the reason that Dany went mad was because she allowed her brother to be killed in season 1.
She commanded it, basically, but I don't... Oh, they meaning D&D or who?
I have no idea.
Nah, yeah, don't know. I mean, he deserved it. Can you blame her?
This episode shares the best episode of season 8 title with episode 2 for me. Yes, episode 2 was so good.
Yeah.
You can see, but Jamie and Cersei managed to get under a dumpster thing.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Maybe they did survive. I mean, you can.
Yeah, no, I meant it when I said before under the rubble.
You can survive.
Yeah.
If you're really lucky, you can.
I mean, someone has to get them out of there.
Exactly.
But,
like you will probably suffocate, but like you can survive everything falling. I mean, it's not good, and you might break something.
Yeah.
But you can.
And Jamie was already hurt. I don't want Jamie to die.
No.
You know what I said? A very, very extreme prediction.
No, you can't survive that, man. What?
Jamie and Cersei survives that. No.
Just Cersei survives.
What did I say? I forgot what I said. I don't know. I'm tired. Jamie kills Cersei? No. Jamie is gonna pretend to kill Cersei, and then he kills Dany.
What? Oh, okay. Cersei's dead. Jamie's alive.
Yeah.
He says he killed Cersei.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna kill Dany.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you.
It's not gonna happen, but very extreme prediction.
When Dany was in Karth, she saw the thrones room destroyed. Remember that? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what we said. Like, it wasn't snow, it was ash. I actually thought it was snow, like the winter is coming and stuff like. But I loved that, just like seeing this scene again, realize that was ash, man.
Yeah,
It was
of
always
course.
meant to be. And it's so good. It's so freaking good. Well, now there is no Iron Throne. I think it's still there, but no one wants to sit
No
on it
one
anymore.
will destroy that thing. It's like a grudge,
Yeah.
cannot be.
Like a symbol.
Curse, yeah.
You can't. I love Arya, but the end needs to be only about the Jon and Dany angle. No matter how it ends between them, she better stay away from it. You mean Arya killing Dany or something?
I think she might because
might
she saw
actually, yeah.
so much stuff on the streets.
Yeah. I wouldn't be sad about that, actually. I would actually, I don't know. I mean,
It will be about Jon and Dany, but I think Arya will kill her, and not even Jon can stop her.
yeah. Varys was talking with the little bird from kitchen. I can imagine he was trying to save the people from Daenerys' attack by poisoning her. I mean, that might be, yeah. Like, get back in the kitchen. Might be. Might actually be.
Next episode was apparently leaked.
Really?
Reaction coming in 2 days, guys.
What?
What?
What happened?
Oh my God, Sheepy, thank you so much. Thank you for being proud of me.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was worth it, I hope.
Guys who played Barristan Selmy for some reason think that George R.R. Martin is finished with the books, but has a contract with HBO to not release them until the show is over.
Could be, yeah. Why not? Makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I think like people expect the books to be like different. I don't think
It's
they're
gonna be the
different.
same, more detailed.
More detailed,
Yeah.
and it actually will explain the show too. I think, a lot of the show will make more sense then, because they didn't have like the episodes. I don't know why they chose it, but okay, let's not get into that. After 7 seasons of surprise, I think this season don't need that much of surprise. So far, good except episode 4. I mean,
What
I
was
think
episode 4? Oh,
think there
Dragon
were,
Dead.
Yeah.
She could have just attacked Ratkeep and people would still fear her. She didn't have to burn Hull City. Yeah, she didn't give a shit anymore. I think that's the plainest explanation you can get. She didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Because, she even explained it. And where did she? In Marine, the people fought for it.
Yeah.
Why are they not fighting for it? And that's also, she's like, I don't care anymore. If you don't fight for me, I'm just gonna burn you all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they all fear me now. I don't want people to fear, maybe it's just like that. Like, all these people fear me. That's not enough. Let's just, get rid of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like these thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cruel, but man, Tyrion might not be the last line. It's just maybe Brienne's pregnant.
True, yeah.
Goodness.
Do you think Arya will use faces one more time and could bring Daenerys with Grey Worm's face? Wouldn't she have to kill Grey Worm for it?
Yeah, please don't. I didn't blame Grey Worm in this episode, not at all. Like, my feelings towards him haven't changed. I would still
Yeah.
love this character.
Who?
It's crazy. It's Grey Worm. I don't know.
Nah.
He did so much shit in this episode.
I liked him as a fighter, but I never felt for him or anything.
I just liked him. He was always like, he was cool. It's not like my favorite or something, but
Jaime also suffered a retcon because he said he cared about people when he killed the Mad King. I think it does. Just because he said when he was talking with Tyrion, he said he didn't care about people. I think that was a lie.
Yeah.
That was just, like what he told Brienne in this season. It's just false thing so they can let him go.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like letting people know you don't care, even
exactly.
though you don't.
That's what's always Jaime.
Yeah, exactly.
In season, what was it, 4 or 5, where he explained everything to Brienne and became like friends. He changed there a little bit.
What did you expect from Jon? He didn't even pat his dog. Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
That's always something that I will never forgive Jon. That's true, yeah. I really enjoyed the episode. It went by so fast. It really did. That Arya and horse scene. Oh.
So good. And the guy who did that deserves a medal. Shooting, color grading. Beautiful.
Unfortunately, no notifications from YouTube.
Great.
Great job, YouTube.
Good stuff.
I think they portrayed Tyrion and Varys very badly this season.
Tyrion? No, that was last season. And the season before a little bit.
Last season.
And this season, episode 1 maybe. Maybe 2. Although
I
it
think
was
he
the
came
Night
back.
King.
Yeah, he came back.
But this season he came back.
Yeah, I think
I'm so glad. Because last season he was butchered.
Yeah.
Oof.
I actually think, I said in last season, like in a lot of episodes, okay, I liked them, they were good, blah, blah, blah. But like seeing that now and seeing how they got back, for me, like my opinion, to the old Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Even rushed, but to the old Game of Thrones. Man, season 7 was really not that good, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there were some cool things in there, and I don't agree with all like the hate and stuff, but like, that really destroyed a lot of characters. The most heartbreaking moment, last scene between Tyrion and yeah, that was crazy. Tyrion and Jaime, man.
Good scene. Very good scene.
So
amazing.
Good. So well, freaking good.
I think they portrayed Tyrion very, very badly this season. Varys basically just died. That's what I told Margot, actually. I was like, Varys just died this season. They didn't do anything. But the talk they had with Tyrion before in season in episode 4, I think it was kind of made up for it. But Varys didn't have the time to do a lot.
No.
With this political stuff.
Like his game was to be like the right of man of the queen of the one in power.
Yeah.
And he has that. He didn't have that.
Exactly.
They were always in conflict. They were always in fights. He didn't really have power anywhere.
Yeah.
He didn't have his birds anymore, really. Just some, probably.
Yeah.
He couldn't really.
He didn't have his power
Exactly.
when he used to have.
I totally get Varys. He tried his best like to get the right ruler, and I respect him so much for that. He was like the only one who really just thought this whole thing through without any personal anything like
and benefit. Yeah. Or everything for the realm, nothing more.
So good.
All the Deus Ex horse at the end there. Yeah, man, that was awfully beautiful. Everything burned, everyone burned, and there's just a horse and Arya. It was beautiful, kinda.
Varys from the afterlife. I told you so. Yeah, Varys was right. Not sure about the symbolism of that white horse, but I guess it had to sunder her soul, seeing her survive.
Yeah, you could interpret so much into it.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Like calling back on like the old season where she didn't get a horse. I want my own horse. What you said and stuff like that. You can
that
really
makes me
do a
sad.
lot.
I don't know why.
It really does.
I'm getting teary eyes. What the fuck?
I actually think we're gonna see episode 6, Arya seeing the Hound or something again.
Oof.
It's gonna be really heartbreaking. Man. But even if not, like this last scene with them, it was so good. It was so good. Like, man, I'm getting sad too now. It's possible to appreciate the efforts of the crew and the actors whilst being critical about the writing.
If anyone is critical about the writing, it's me. I hated season 7. People actually hate season 8 more than season 7 because the Night King died so easily, or what else is there? I don't know, other reasons that can be explained. And I'm like, why? What the fuck? I think people lost. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that.
Like, if you think about all the stuff in the show in season 8, the whole season, except like some small things, probably completely makes sense, even though it's not the way that people expected it to go, and a lot of characters are like thrown into different directions, and like a lot of people are doing mistakes, which is totally like, why does that have to be bad writing? In a show, can't people make mistakes anymore? Like, can't you write mistakes in the show anymore? That's something like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
It's sad.
Like, for everything, blame the writers. Like, they wanted it to be like that. Just like accept it. Goodness, like it happens. That's what always Game of Thrones was. Like, it's something you can never predict. Like, everything can happen. Like, everyone is human. Everyone is a multi-layered character.
Ned was talking with Cersei. Cersei said, if you think that there's going to be a happy end, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And she also said, Game of Thrones, you either live or you die playing the game.
Yeah.
Ned played it. He lost. He died.
Yeah.
It was a mistake.
Yeah.
Just an example.
Yeah. I mean, it was early in the season. There was no
one
character.
One of the greatest seasons ever.
Yeah. But
I love season 1.
I don't know. I think people had a certain expectation.
It's
just not met, and that's why they are pissed, I get it. But why give this, for example, 1 out of 10? This is just not fair. It's not fair about anything. Like, the whole cast, the crew, the production, everything was so insanely good. Like, just if you're personally offended by something, or you didn't like something, you can give it like a 4 or 5. Okay, but a 1, really? For all these things that you just saw, like, compared to other shows, compared to other things, like, just seeing this objectively is weird. It's just so weird for me.
I think they want to make Dany do these terrible things so it can have a good reason to kill her off in the finale. I hope I'm wrong, though. I don't even know. I always said she's gonna die in the end.
Yeah, me too.
Or even, but maybe
she
she's
or
gonna.
Jon.
Maybe she's just gonna fly back to Essos. She should do that. She can't rule here anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she's definitely not going to take the Iron Throne, I think.
The brother that threatened to cut her unborn child out of her. Yeah.
Who? What?
I don't know what that was.
That was brilliantly visually, and the actors were brilliant, but the writing was not good. Sorry, Jaime and Daenerys' characters' development was destroyed.
Not for me. No, not at all.
They weren't, though.
No.
Because Jaime's...
They were always exactly like that.
Weakness was always Cersei.
Yeah, and in the end, it came back when he realized she's gonna die without him being there.
And Dany was always so impulsive.
Yeah.
She overdid it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like what she did. She overdid it, but it makes sense.
It's not bad writing. It's just like a choice that people didn't like or didn't like, I didn't like it, but I think it's not bad writing. I think it's actually excellent writing.
People forgot about these things. You have to differentiate between these things, whether you liked it or not, and whether the writing is bad or not.
Yeah.
I think those are two different things completely.
Yeah. Like, that was always like the thing about Jaime. Isn't that why people loved him? Like, his multi-layered character.
I liked him. I still liked him.
Like,
even
always
though,
like these throwbacks into like his dark side, where I'm gonna burn everyone alive just to get back to Cersei. And then in season 8, he does it again because he sees he fears that she's gonna die alone without him being there anymore, and her child too.
Mm.
And that's something that people are gonna be pissed at, really. Like, that's Jaime, and like the impulsive woman who has nothing anymore, who lost everything, who is like now feared or hated and not loved in this anymore, and like lost like her best friend, her 2 dragons, like so much. That's not plausible that she went mad. It's totally plausible, Totally. Have you talked about the theory that Varys was poisoning? Yeah, we talked about it. It's just like
could be, but I don't think so.
It could be, yeah. I mean, I think he would do it, actually.
I mean, obviously it didn't.
Yeah.
Or maybe she is poisoned and she's gonna die next episode, and that's what. Ooh.
Maybe the poison made her mad.
Yeah, dude. God. So she can't rule.
Oh, that must be crazy.
Yeah. Like poison, I always think about death. But what about if it's something like that?
That would actually.
What if the
really
Mad
crazy.
King was given that too? Varys served him.
Yeah, like he saw he's not fit to rule.
Yeah.
Let's make him hate it to like he
Exactly.
gets overthrown. Man, goodness, like that would
Wow,
be,
that's a twist I've never seen
that
coming.
would
Now
be
I have it.
crazy. Sansa two to 3 steps ahead of everyone. I think she was just lucky. I don't think, because Dany could have been a great queen, and she had like all the, that was just like a 50-50 chance of what she's gonna do and how people are gonna treat her. I think Sansa is not like, I don't know. I fear Sansa a little bit. She's like.
Sansa is, I think.
To be honest, can I be honest? I don't think she's as smart as she thinks and as people thinks right now. I think she's very smart.
Again,
but
I'm blaming the
not that
show
much.
for not having 10 episodes and only 6.
Yeah.
If she's really that smart, even if she can outsmart Cersei, for example,
Yeah.
it isn't shown really.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's.
Arya coming and saying she's the smartest woman I've ever met. Wow.
Yeah,
that's not a big thing.
Exactly. Like these little details, just like 2 more episodes, at least 2 more. Come on, and you have all that, and people are not going to be pissed anymore because they have the details about the background of this character's decisions, that he makes. Yeah, that's really a problem.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like diminish any of these
Nope.
greatness.
What about
that
the
we just
Vision
read.
and the Iron Throne? Daenerys almost sat on it, but then she distracted by Drogo and their son. Does that mean she's going to die anyway? Yeah, I'm not sure, man. It seems like she's going to die,
She always,
but she's going to die.
Yeah.
Big prediction, she's going to die next episode. Ooh.
I could almost hear her thoughts as she stood there before the bells were rung. Everyone screaming to be spared from this monster. Ring the bells, the savior just lost it. Yeah. Exactly. Like she is the monster. She is like the. Yeah. That's very good. It's really very good. I was hoping for new dragons, but maybe
I
she
heard
just
that,
thought. Yeah,
but how and how new dragons? I don't get that.
I don't know.
You know?
Maybe I don't know. I mean, like if there are there might probably be dragon eggs still,
Probably, yeah, but
and she could have put them in the fire. I don't know, hatched them. Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not something.
I mean, if
that's
anyone,
impossible.
she's gonna do it.
Yeah, or John is gonna do it, and he is
Ooh.
not immune to fire. He's gonna die.
Ah, well,
I'm
at least we have
sure.
dragons.
Goodness. John gonna stab Danny. Maybe. What was the point of Golden Company? They were just. I love that. I just they.
There was
Like,
a thing, I
such-
guess.
It's just so cool. What the fuck can you do against this ambush from behind of a dragon?
No one expects that.
No one expects that. Like
Not
I
even the
think,
Golden Company.
Like it just showed how useless like these armies are when there's a dragon. How just freaking useless is it? And you can do whatever you want. Like one dragon that just can destroy everything. Like there's no, if there
How the structures fell, man.
like the same
Everything
the
was
same,
destroyed
same
so
thing was
easily.
like Harrenhal, like the biggest castle. Like they built so much and no idea, and people didn't complain about like Harrenhal falling when like there was dragons. Like
True.
it's just it messes up the game.
Why is that?
It just messes up the game, Totally amazing. I just loved it how they did not do anything.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Yeah.
So freaking good.
exactly. This is what I'm trying to say, what we were trying to say. Danny's choices make total sense for me, at least. She said this episode, Marine people fought for freedom. Here, people was coming by their own to Cersei for protection. And that was like, why are they not fighting
Yeah.
for me, for their freedom? Maybe Cersei wasn't the tyrant everyone made her seem.
Well, yeah. I mean, they chose Cersei over Dany. But that might, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
I think that's also a normal reaction to someone who is attacking your city.
Yeah, of course.
They're gonna assume, well, I think he's the enemy. It feels like he's the enemy, or she. in this
Yeah, no matter what
case.
kind of a tyrant sits on the throne, I mean, you still root for him because it's your home. It's your,
Yeah, it's
where your
difficult.
children live, where your, where everything you have everything there. I mean, of course you defend it, no matter what you have to do for it.
Mm.
You do it. Jaime survive. All I can say is watch out. What?
Dany chose to rule by fear. She tried to rule by love too. Yeah. And it didn't seem to work so well.
Have you guys talked about Dany and the Vision back in the Iron? Yeah, that's like so cool. It's. I think it was snowing as well.
I love that. So what are we talking about?
Like about the Vision.
Oh yeah. Free for all, blurred moral lines at the ground when Grey Worm started. The writing was so good. It was. I was impressed by Jon at that moment.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do because he was never confronted with something unhonorable as that.
Yeah. So
Killing surrendered enemies. It's just.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, man.
I forget. Did Jaime mention the city bell setting of the Mad King when the Lannisters were sacking the city ahead of Robert and Ned's arrival? That was before, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Wasn't it before? I would have said it was before.
I don't know. I don't know.
But interesting, yeah.
No, it was true. That was true. Yeah. Probably wrong, but it's been bugging me. Varys. I've always hated the bells. The ring of horror. Yeah.
A wedding, exactly. Great. You know, I missed those quotes. Sadly, we didn't get too much of them with Varys and Tyrion, but hey, we did get a few, and I gotta live by it. Nothing can be the same, you know.
I think they did a good job with the time they had, but they could have still chosen to have more time.
More episodes. Yeah.
Final episode is supposed to include the third and final what the fuck moment George R. R. Martin told D&D about it. I initially thought it was Dany going mad, but that's not much of a what the fuck moment anymore. What could it be?
So it has to be pretty much something that no one has come up with.
I mean, no one has come up with. I mean, I would have said like the White Walkers aren't dead at all, but I think everyone, kind of has a theory.
Yeah, everyone is waiting for that. Yeah.
Bran is actually controlling Dany to do all this. He's working into Dany, and he is the one that does all that.
Interesting.
Maybe, I don't know. The books are already different from the show. For example, Brienne is dead in the book already, and Stannis is still alive.
Yeah, at the same time they said they were going to go into a different direction, but I think the end is going to be more or less the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would like to have Stannis.
Stannis was so... Like, seeing all the leaders, man, Stannis was one of the best, actually.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he killed a little kid, but goodness, what the hell did all the other kings and queens do?
Right?
Man. What do you feel? Can Dany's action really be justified with losing her friends? It can't be justified. Nothing can justify what she did, but it can be
understood.
Yeah, it can. It just
you can see. Oh, I see why she did that.
It's not justified, though.
No, she overdid it.
Jaime was not lying to Tyrion. He had no reason because Tyrion knows Jaime, and he literally alive there saying he came to free him, so he can talk to Cersei. Yeah, he was trying to save Cersei. Of course he was. Like, that's what he was all about, like him and Cersei, like this weird relationship there.
It doesn't matter though. The only one who he confessed to was saving all these people was Brienne. Not even Tyrion. Tyrion doesn't know about that. Think about that. Tyrion still thinks he is the dick.
Yeah.
Usual asshole.
Stannis will return and take the Iron Throne by right. Oh,
I'd be happy.
That'd be kind of cool. Brienne's still alive in the books.
All right, then. There you go. I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't read the 5th book.
Cersei's still in Arya's death list. She is.
So was the Hound. Ha.
That's the reason why I think she might
but she is,
really come for her. I don't want Daenerys on the throne, but I don't want Jon there also.
No, Jon won't be on the throne. Never.
No.
He will stay in the north.
Oh, Gendry.
That I will hate.
Gendry, please.
Yeah, someone, but Jon.
Yeah. What's your thoughts about the vision of Dany and King's Landing way back, and it was snowing as well? I think it wasn't snowing. I think there was
it was ash. Like it was shown in the end of the episode.
Just so
it was
good.
ashes.
Like amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. Like planning that from season 2 on, like just like
Yeah,
amazing, so good. Like they had an end game.
they
And
knew what they're gonna do.
Knew what they're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah. Let Gendry sit on the throne. Sure, man.
Don't kill Tyrion. That's all I need for the final episode.
You know, after this, I don't want Tyrion to die. Honestly, I think last season I would have said, I don't care. But this season, no.
Yeah.
Let him
Again,
live.
like the bells. Yeah. Stupid bells.
Yeah.
Then it's best conqueror, but not that much when it comes to leading.
Yeah. She's a true conqueror.
I think I said that multiple times. I don't know if I've said it in the reaction because I didn't want to piss off anyone, but she always was a conqueror for me. She always was like a fierce and strong woman.
Leader?
But as a leader,
Not so much.
I don't
No.
know. I never really saw her like that. Like, she didn't really make the good decisions. Her advisors made it for her.
Always.
You know?
From the beginning.
I mean, there was some that she did alone, but
For example, Gendry, that was a very smart
Yeah.
move. But that didn't help her. That
Yeah.
didn't help the...
I mean, she was not all
case.
dumb. That's always like, no one is not every character is like just dumb or just
No,
smart.
Not in Game of Thrones.
Everyone makes mistakes,
Yeah.
and you know, why can people accept that?
Yep.
Then it's the best conqueror. But yeah, okay. The claimed battle and death was so poetic. It was insane. It was so good.
It still hurts a little bit.
Yeah, it
honestly.
really does. It really does. Man, but his laugh and so good, dude. That's
Best
how
character ever.
yeah.
Best.
Arya met the White Horse. God, no.
Oh no, it's
That's
happening.
how it's happening. That's the third what the fuck moment,
Dude.
man. How do you feel about Jaime's arc finale? I'm actually impressed that they did that. I can't say that I liked it. I would loved it if he would
Yeah.
have, stayed like the good person, but
the good.
you
Jaime.
can't have that always. But I totally get why they did that. I mean, holy.
I think
that's
yeah,
Jaime.
it wasn't.
And I think it was very like, he died as the character he was. Like, in the end,
As
he made,
always was. Yeah.
yeah, he followed the one thing he always loved. That's, and he died for it. It's Jaime. So I'm not happy, but it was good.
Yeah. Oh. This episode has a 7 to 10 on IMDb, and the previous episode has 6.4. What would you guys give the 2 episodes?
You can't really take IMDb seriously anymore because you can't even vote before the episode
Or
actually
at
aired.
this moment, or on Game of Thrones, let's say
That's so
that.
stupid. Like, people are just
I checked the
hating it.
rating
I
yesterday when the episode wasn't on air,
mean, yeah.
or before it was released. People already voted for it.
Yeah.
They were like, why? Why can't people do that?
You see
It's so
how
stupid.
it's blind hate. Like, there's so many 10 stars, 9 stars, 8 stars.
Especially
Just
on
it
episode 4.
goes down, like, but then there are millions of 1 stars. It's
Mm.
just like hate. That's just hate for me.
Yeah.
Like, none of these episodes deserved a 1 out of 10, even though you hated the decisions you had. It's not a 1 out of 10. None of these episodes. It can't even be justified by your opinion. It can't be, because there's always something that made the episode better than a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, of course.
The
Especially
music,
for
the
yourself.
cinematography, the actors, like everything, Really? It's
Especially
so
the
not fair.
cinematography.
It's so
Man.
unfair. I would have given this episode a 10
10, yeah.
and the last episode an 8 or a 7. A 7.
Last episode 8.
Yeah,
I would give it
8 is
8.
good, yeah.
Season 8, definitely, yeah. Season 8 is way above season 7, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
for me,
too.
season 8 is actually like the third. It's like 4, 6, 8. Not for me.
I could say that.
There is not a 4. She's not a 6. What?
Or they wanted to lead people to
I mean,
other paths.
Yeah.
You
Are they
know?
actually going to say, no, Daenerys is like your father? Exactly. She's going to burn everyone. They're gonna say
Don't
that.
take everything that people say
Yeah.
for pure gold, It's
They're not going to tell you. They're just going
Exactly.
to tell you whatever you want to hear. So, thank you for saying it, Mark and Ellie, objectively, however you want it to happen. There's a fucking good show. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
it is.
I mean, I guess there are people who don't like middle-aged things. That's okay if they don't like it. But, objectively, yes, it is.
Ramsey said, if you think this is happy ending, the
Okay, Ramsey said. There you go, yeah.
During those
Sorry.
awfully fun torture scenes, People would have lost their minds over. If it was a woman, yeah, I mean, like it's always, yeah. These are like things that I want to get into actually. Like it's weird talking about
those
that.
were good episodes.
Yeah.
Just a throwback.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
If Danny dies, I want to die in John's arms. The Song of Ice and Fire. No,
I'm actually
no, it's not the Song of Ice and Fire. This is Game of Thrones.
I'm actually thinking Danny could end the same in John's arms as did Ygritte.
That's freaking horrible. That's horrible.
Take it how you will.
And then she's gonna say something like that too, like we should have stayed in the cave. We should have stayed like at the waterfall.
Yeah.
Ugh, please stop it. Or she says, you know nothing. Oh God, no, please.
Oh, that would. I think John couldn't live after that.
The episode is a breakdown of all previous seasons. Don't know why people hate the season. They're not paying attention to the storyline at all.
Thank you so much, Light of the Seven. What was the Night King's purpose? It was explained before. What are you talking about?
Yeah, totally.
For example, that's just an example.
It was explained.
Yeah,
And
it
doesn't
was.
always have to be like a big story around the back. He was created for killing all humanity, and that's what he was after. That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck
That's
do you
it.
need more? People are trolls and acting elitists, but the truth is they know nothing.
It's true. You know,
Most
the,
people,
the,
yeah.
the horrible side of the internet is everyone can talk and talk as loud as they want. Social media
You know,
didn't
yeah.
bring us far in
Like
life.
I love arguing with people
honestly.
who actually like
Can come up with
make
arguments.
make their point clear and stuff like that. But like just like this hate and this was bad or this was I hated that 1 out of 10, and they don't even like why, objectively what was bad in that. I mean, if you didn't like it, I'm fine with it, but what was bad? Like, come on. Have you seen the vision of Danny? Yes. Goodness, it was like talked so much like in this stream.
Of course,
so good.
yeah.
So we're freaking good. Burn Varys again. No. What the hell? Stannis burned his daughter to save the whole kingdom, and everyone hated him. She burned down a whole city with the entire population. People still support her?
I don't think anyone supports her anymore.
I don't think so.
I mean, North or John will definitely not support her anymore.
No. I hope not.
I don't know. I'm not even sure about Tyrion. He could give up the Hand of the King title.
Still think the throne and all the regional castles should be destroyed and get rid of all the problems. Just get the
Just
Assos,
kill
man.
all people.
Get the Assos live in
I'm
tents
saying
again,
it. Kill all the people. You won't have any problems anymore.
I think the Night King should have won, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Now it's over.
Maybe the children are going to make a new Night King.
Oh, I hope so, man. Otherwise, this
Cersei
show
should have
sucks.
stopped. Dany lost everything. I mean, Cersei and Dany are like the same kind of now, So
Yeah. Yeah.
Tywin talking to Jaime regarding what remains after you're gone. Not your personal glory, not honor, but family. Jaime then goes to save his unborn child, and people go apeshit. What? Yeah. It doesn't make sense,
Right.
Because from one moment to another, Jaime is like not caring about his family at all anymore, and that makes sense. That makes sense.
I think he just wanted to. Nah. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Like we saw him like in the whole season 1 to 6, like doing everything. When he was in Cersei's, like he did everything for her.
Hmm.
And then like we had like one
think-
season of Jaime redeeming himself, and then the next season he's going back, and then people are pissed. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Was it last season where he was kind of pissed at Cersei for certain things?
He just went north to honor his pledge.
Exactly.
He never wanted to leave her, but he fought for
Yeah.
humanity.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy that he did it, and he was like
Hmm.
going away, but I always had like in my back of my head he could come back. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What is it?
Oh boy.
Really?
Oh boy. Oh boy. We're very behind. Sorry about that.
Okay. One
well,
episode to go. It's
yeah.
been an amazing journey with you boys. Honestly, one of my favorite action. Thanks, especially how invested you both are. Look forward to mixing it. Thank you. Thank you
Thanks so much.
man.
It means a lot. Really.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Really does. Bran said he was no lord and he didn't want to be a lord anymore because he wants to become the king. very beginning.
Nah. I think he's now almost not a human being anymore. So
I'm upset for Danny. Bad writers.
could
I'm
you
upset for
could
Danny
you
too, but it was good
elaborate?
writing. But it was for me, it was good writing though. You know, it's just like people. I'm trying to defend Danny. I'm not trying to defend her. I'm trying to defend like the writing.
writing,
because the
yeah.
writing was amazing, but the decision I hated it.
Especially this episode.
But
I've
the
been-
writing was.
I've been
crazy.
with you guys since episode 1, and I can't believe it's over next week. I know.
Yeah,
10 we need 10 episodes.
we actually we started with this, man.
Yeah.
Everything
Our
started with
first thing, man.
It's gonna be really nostalgic and very sad. Maybe then we'll burn John next episode because she got mad, but John did not burn because he's also a dragon.
Cool. And then Dragon will change sides and burn her, and she'll die.
Because he has a better claim to the dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh man, Cersei's demonic woman. She wants people to die. Yeah, she is. But Danny's now too. All the people of Westeros would fear the daughter of the Mad King and her dragons. I think now they do. I
They
think
do,
she
yeah.
reached.
Now they
she
do.
achieved her goal.
People complain that Rhaegal shouldn't have died to a scorpion. Then GRRM said dragon scales cannot be pierced. That the only one who has dragon been killed with missiles. Rhaegal was 7-year-old, guys.
What?
So he was young, is what you mean, and basically his dragon scales are not as tough as grown-up ones, or
Probably.
if so, then I thought about that a lot, and I came to the conclusion for myself. No idea if that's true or
Like
not. I think they're still too young, and their armor is not as thick as they should
even though
be.
you just like saw in for example season 5 episode 9 after Shireen, like the pits, how it was very big already, you know, and it got pierced by spears.
Yeah,
Like, you know, it still has scales.
exactly.
Just like the development, like it actually makes sense, you know. It really does make sense. Like, I mean, dragons, how old are they gonna get? Probably 100 years, 2 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like lizards.
a lot, definitely. Yeah.
Man, so yeah.
Jon got too much Ned in him, and he will do what needs to be done, and no matter how much he loves Dany, that broke him. What will be at the end of the Targaryens? Yeah, definitely. I think that's why I like Jon so much.
He is like just like
He's a Stark.
yeah. He just does
Between everyone,
yeah.
not even Rob, no one was like him. Jon was. It's so amazing that Jon was the most like Ned. It's
Yeah.
so good.
What I love a lot most about him is that not only is he only trying to be honorable, he's trying always doing the best things.
The right
but
things.
like what really makes him like all the emotional aspect to him as well, like so getting so invested in his family, like
Yeah.
for example Battle of
Always.
Bastards, he totally lost that because of his decision, but that made me respect him so much more. It's just like this, I don't care, I fought for it. I
Yep.
just, you know,
Yeah.
and people say
exactly.
he didn't do anything. He did everything.
He brought everyone together.
Yeah,
Why are
and
people
it's crazy?
just because he didn't kill anyone important?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad, really sad. And also, don't forget, clearly Dany violated the Geneva Convention in this episode. It's true, it happened, but hey, we have to get by it. It happened a long time ago.
Damn it. Don't call the writers shit. If you don't like the story unfolds, it's quite obvious that Danny was meant to go crazy when you pay attention earlier seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, they could have gone in another direction, but then other people would have been pissed that they went this direction. So it's just like
Yeah.
that, you know. They just demolish what they should just demolish 7 kingdoms as one and just give all the other kingdoms their own independence.
I would say yes, but I don't think Dany is going to accept that. But after this, Dany will...
Honestly, like the kings are always weird. I don't want more than one king. Like, let one king be weird. And
I want a king like Robert again.
yeah, he actually was the best out of all.
Hey,
kings,
he
man.
was good king, man.
Like he didn't do a lot, but when
His advisor did everything for him.
yeah.
He didn't care.
Man, okay, or Tywin.
Ooh.
Daddy, that madness and anger was always underneath the surface. Just took so much loss, be losing, yeah. and no one could have hold her back anymore. That's what always.
Yeah.
What would you guys think if they remade Game of Thrones post-season in 10 plus years when all the books are out? I doubt it'll happen, but it would be cool. Didn't they shoot more than one ending?
I would like a remake of 7 and 8. Oh, of 7. What the fuck? Of 7 and 8.
I don't.
Of 8? Why of 8? Of 7. I
Yeah,
would like
of
one of 7.
Yeah, 7, yeah.
I mean, 8, yes. I want longer episodes, longer.
Yeah,
10
please,
episodes.
It's just like get more of the details.
Yeah. The dialogues, man.
Daenerys said she would break the wheel, but she burned the wheel.
No, she broke the wheel. I think that's breaking the wheel, the definition. I mean, a lot of people died too. They were crushed under the wheel, basically.
She just like
after she broke the wheel.
Yeah, and she demolished a lot of families too. People forgot this is part based on the War of the Roses in England, and there was indeed a Mad Queen. I think Martin must have given the writers the broad outline of what happens.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Never thought that the mountain would look like a burnt bee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like
Marcus said it
Varys,
too.
Man. Why would you want Jon to rule if you don't think he will? Why? But why wouldn't you want that?
I don't think he will, but why wouldn't I want? First of all, he doesn't want it. He said it multiple times. Second of all, anyone who becomes king becomes a big target, and Jon basically doesn't deserve that.
No.
I think
I don't want him because he couldn't do it. I want him
No.
because of the other people's influence on him.
Yeah.
The other people's relations
And
that will change and everything.
Jon is smart enough. A lot of people don't give Jon enough credit. He's smart enough to know that,
Yeah.
and that's why he doesn't want it. I hope he doesn't get it. Oh, I hope not.
I mean, you saw what happened to him as king in the north.
Yeah, exactly.
How
And,
they, you know.
and before that, in the Night's Watch, as a commander,
Yeah.
he was freaking backstabbed. I don't think so. I don't think the Littlefinger will return. Don't get me wrong, it would be nice. Maybe he is a faceless guy. I don't know. I would like it.
Yeah.
I don't think so, though.
Just put it out there, yeah.
Mhm.
Arya should kill Dany. The season is awesome and a very good episode. People is complaining too much. You really can't say no. I mean, if you really
can't.
thought that like Game of Thrones is gonna satisfy everyone, like me, oh my holy moly, really naive. No one could ever have done that, and especially a show with like these different storylines, these different characters, these different opinions about everything that happens. How can you please everyone?
That's a good point. She chained her dragons to death because, I mean, to death not, but she chained them, yes. I think Dany has no middle ground. She goes either full mad or full passive.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a middle. She doesn't know that. She doesn't know how to do that.
What is that
Sorry,
discussion?
I'm reading.
It's a weird discussion, man. Like, please don't talk about writing. Talk about your opinions. Stop talking about writing. Like, it's always weird. Like, goodness. This is so stupid for... Okay. Rating is so unfair. The episode was brilliant. It is unfair a little bit, yeah, towards, like, everything. Even if the writing would have been bad. Like, just, like, assume, okay? That's still not a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5. It's a 6 because of the acting, the cinematography, everything that happened, like...
Yeah.
You know?
Well said, the season is good and the writing is fine, but people are hating it for no reason. I mean, they do have the reasons, but I don't think they think broadly enough to find their wrongs in these thoughts.
Yeah, they always like
They
come back to
fixate themselves to something, to a mistake, even though it's not a mistake, and they say, this is shit because this is that. But it has an explanation most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was because of the previous seasons that she still has advisors. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's not fit to make decisions alone. Exactly. Dany really isn't.
No.
Dany became the villain in 2 episodes.
No.
Villain is a very strong word. Who is a villain? Is Jaime a villain because he pushed a child from a tower? Or is he a hero because he saved millions of people from getting burned by the Mad King?
Yeah.
You know, there's not black and white. Everything is a gray area. Was Cersei the bad guy or was she the good guy? She was just defending herself. But
Yeah.
before that, she killed one of her child. The other one she manipulated to death.
She burned like a whole sept.
Who is good? Who
Thousands
is
of people.
bad?
I
Is
mean,
Jon
it's-
good? Jon is pretty much good, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's the only character, actually.
there are always mistakes people do. Some drastic, some not. There is not, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about the show. That's what I love so much.
People are hating it because good girl Daenerys didn't turn out to be the Disney princess they thought she would be. Could be.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people would have just like
Good
loved to
girl
see her on the
Daenerys.
throne, and I get that they're upset that it didn't happen. But yeah,
And
it's
thank
really bad
you-
writing.
Yeah, thank you for this one. Jesus Christ, why is it people purposes in life to get other people to hate what you hate? Isn't it good for the people who like it? Exactly. If you like it, then let them be. Let them have their fun. If you hate it, well, yeah, good for you, I guess. I don't know. But don't try to convince others it's bad because you think it's bad.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 for this season. I would give it a 9 the whole
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
Like
Maybe an 8,
most of the
8.
episode, like 10 or 9, but not. Yeah, there was a few things that I didn't like that much, like just personally. Worst season ever. What are you doing? Stop it! Ah, goodness. Like, oh my god. When she wasn't eating because she was scared someone was gonna poison her. Might actually be.
Oh, that was meant to be that? Oh, okay.
Actually, that would be weird. Before a fight, my heartbeat was so hard. Oh yeah, my me too. Goodness, I almost died here.
What was that? I still don't know why, man.
It even like went after it. It's still after that. Ah man, I never had that pulse. Goodness, it's such a freaking good episode. All it took was loud bells tolling, ringing to trigger Dany to burning King's Landing down low. Seriously though, so she had a hand in drawing out Targaryen madness and Dany with her actions against her. She knew.
Yeah.
She knew. Like, she played the game much longer than Dany did. You know?
Yeah.
She exactly knew what she did. She was smart. Goodness, Cersei was really smart. In the end, she was like kind of... I mean, she didn't know when to surrender. But at that point, I get it. Season's great, but too short.
Yes!
Yeah.
Agreed. Everyone agrees on that. I mean, we do.
Yeah. You can also have a biased, positive opinion as much as a negative one. Almost all the positive points you guys pointed out were negative ones for me.
Positive points? I mean,
there's always like writing is just bad if there is mistakes in the show that what weren't explained or weren't, if you like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's like it's not an opinion. It's just like, you know what I mean? Opinion can always be different. I totally agree.
Honestly, we've been here for over an hour. I'm rather tired. I don't know what we talked about.
We talked about a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know if I'm maybe I'm wrong about this.
About what?
I don't think writing can be... Writing is either wrong or good. Is either bad or good. There's no opinions about writing, I think. I think you can have an opinion
You
about...
can have stylistic opinions.
Exactly. You can have like, I would have done this and that and that otherwise.
As long as there are no plot holes
Yeah, exactly.
and mistakes, like really big mistakes. You can't say you didn't like the story, but you can't say,
Yeah.
oh, the writing was bad.
Yeah, that's what I hate, because people blame the writing. The writing isn't bad this episode. It's just like people didn't like the writing, but you can't really say that it's bad. It's not bad. Like, I hated that that Dany did that.
Yeah.
And I hated that Jaime went back to Cersei. I just hated that. But the writing for this was insane. It was good.
It was their
It was
character
fucking
after
good,
all.
You know?
Exactly, yeah.
It's not because of Belle. She was looking at the Red Keep, the symbol of everything she lost in her life. I
Of
think
course.
everything, like everything
But Belle
coming back
didn't trigger
together.
her. She just waited, and she had to make a mistake. Had to make a decision, and she decided to burn them all, basically.
We have Samuel Tali, goodness. Golden Company was useless. Oh yeah, there was a dragon involved. Yeah, that's what the dragon does to like the foot soldiers.
And yes, of course, in the books everything will be more detailed and more explained. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean that's what books are for. That's why it's so cool that we have books and show. Are you HBO?
How does one dragon die so easy, the next does this? I feel like lazy writing. Well, Rhaegal wasn't prepared.
A surprise.
The other one was attacking. I don't know. You know, I didn't like that the dragon died in the last episode. It was really.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah, you know, but it did serve a purpose.
Yeah.
For only having one dragon.
Yeah. For example, like I think that scene could have been done better.
Yeah.
Like I think I get the
writing
scene.
wise.
I get the scene.
Good, but scene wise, questionable.
Yeah, maybe like make it a little bit more dramatic. Go a little bit more into, like, I don't know. It went too quick, and it went just like like you said. Maybe I totally get it why they didn't expect that to happen. I mean, who the fuck would do that for me, for example? But I don't know. You could have done something about it, I think.
Yeah, you could have done it better. Yeah,
but still, writing, I don't blame it. How does one? Yeah. Tywin sacked King's Landing when he entered 2, and people still accepted Robert as a king. Yeah. I wouldn't give it a 1 out of 10, but maybe a 4 out of 10. I mean, that's still better. Like, you know.
That's higher than, man. That's higher than 1
it's just not
10.
fair. Like a 1 out of 10, no Game of Thrones episodes deserves 1 out of 10. Or 2 or 3 or 4. For me, 4 is even too less, but, you know, it's just like your opinion. I mean,
it's like
totally
your opinion, man.
No,
Sorry.
it's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
No, it's from The Big Lebowski. Stannis sacrifices family for duty and the realm. Very true. Horrible thing to do, and at the end it led to nothing.
Yeah.
But
so it was the best out of all.
Yeah, man.
It actually was. It's sad, man. No.
What? Robert. Tywin.
Renly would have been the best.
Yeah. He would have been a sympathetic king. True.
Yeah. Something new. 1 versus a million. Yeah, that's a dragon. She did that was so smart. That was so well done. Goodness, like just like how she flew. That was so good.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Like that was really well done. Like goodness. She just like she knew what she was up against. She knew how to. She knew everything about it, when Rhaegal was dying, that was completely unexpected, and in the first she didn't expect like the weapon to actually hurt the dragon, so it's made so much sense, and now she was prepared, and she actually just did such a great job, and they made a great job, like tactic wise. That was good.
Do you think they gave Lena Headey enough screen time to win the Emmy? I hope she win it, but I feel like she would have had more scenes in the season. I mean, even with the scenes she had, she made it pretty good. Pretty good. She could win it, I guess. For me,
I mean, again, this is an opinion. For me, she definitely was the best actor in this whole show. Easily. I think now with season 8 coming to, and like all this, I have no better actor. I mean, I think there's Lena Headey. And like all the other actors are so freaking good. Every single, even the minor actors, so good. But Lena Headey's like on top, and no one reaches her by far for me. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Take off your pink glasses, okay?
Those are yellowish.
Not pink, but okay.
Learn your colors.
Oh God, I shouldn't have done that.
It's really weird
it's
after.
Too bright
yeah,
now.
it's really.
I can't.
It is. Yeah.
I can't. But we're tired, man.
Sansa played her mind, guys. I am not defense her actions. Of course she did. I guess she did.
The Dornish also killed the dragon with a scorpion. Did they? I don't know. We didn't know.
They were the ones. They were the first that killed the dragon. Or, You know, the one,
Yeah, okay. I don't
the
know.
only ones who killed the dragon. Jesus Christ, I can't talk.
The decision from writers, not Danny. What? Okay. That puts Danny as high. Evil Crazy made her ass. For me, as Cersei.
Yes,
Yeah, of course.
we said it in the episode.
Really did.
They have no differences anymore.
No.
You know, I think people are, just because we say we understand why Danny did that, but we didn't like it, I think people cannot differentiate between not liking something and not understanding something.
Yeah.
Those are two different things. I think that's a,
Like, I think we
man.
we have two different approaches that we go and watching the episodes. Like, it's an objective
Yeah.
point of view, just about
know,
how the episode was
Does
done.
the character's decision make sense, for
Does this
example?
make sense? Does this make sense? Was the writing
And
good?
did I
stuff
like it or
that?
not?
Were there any plot holes? Were there details missing? And then we go, like, personally.
Mm.
Like, did we like it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't really say that I liked the episode. But, man, it was a freaking amazing episode in general. Holy shit. Like, everything that happened made a great job. Everything seemed to forget that D&D have done amazing writing in the past seasons, and just because it's last season, people get buttered because the show is not ending how they want it. Yeah, I mean, that actually sums up a lot of people, man.
Probably, yeah.
Tywin and Robert were up there too. The only difference between those characters is how we ended up seeing through their eyes or not. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, people actually like getting offended by people dying, like Cersei or
Yeah.
Jaime dying in that way.
Yeah.
Like, you said it. What about Robert, man?
Yeah.
He died with a boar.
Yeah.
No one
didn't even see
complained.
it.
No one complained about that. People loved it. Why now? You know,
Sad.
that was
Sad,
always the
really.
thing about Game
Yeah.
of Thrones, wasn't it? I mean, I don't get it. Stop with the writing is bad crap. George R. R. Martin has the same ending in the books. Her madness was always foreshadowed. Period. Yeah. Jon and Dany gonna kill each other. Are they gonna kill each other? Oh, goodness. Arya and Gendry will rule the kingdom. I hope not.
Nah, Arya and Gendry,
I
no.
hope not.
Arya rejected her once.
Yeah.
You know, him. Sorry. I support Arya and Sansa for not trusting Jon's queen. I hated how Varys died. Yeah, when he was making the right move for the realm, Jon and Tyrion made a big mistake this episode, which led to innocent death.
Jon?
Well, they didn't make... They can't hold Dany back. She's on a dragon. Difficult.
I think they just put their trust in her.
Exactly.
And,
Jon said it. I trust my queen.
yeah.
He repeated it several times.
I mean, yeah, you can see that as a mistake, actually, but, you know. Yeah.
What are
yeah,
they gonna do?
It was a mistake, yeah.
Stay back,
Yeah.
queen?
Yeah.
We're gonna do it?
And it seemed like they planned it. Like, when,
Of course they both trusted Dany not kill innocents.
Yeah.
Who would think of that? Who thought of that?
Yeah. Crazy. Dany gets Drogon by vision. What? It's Dany, genes and genetics. Her father and brother were insane.
But she has a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, and that little bit just like ignited. Literally.
Yeah.
People saying Jon is an Azor High guy who brings the dawn anymore because he didn't kill the Night King. He just can't stack the
Yeah.
prophecy. Yeah, I don't even know about this theory, but it was never really mentioned a lot in the show. So I don't know. Out of all people, Jon got the much noble traits from the Starks.
He did.
Was the moral compass out of all brothers. I can see him going into the exile after what happened.
Robb wasn't honorable
So-
because he broke his promise. Sansa isn't honorable because she basically gave up a promise. She gave up a secret.
Yeah.
Arya is not really Stark anymore. I don't know what she is really.
Yeah. Nat, man.
How did Jon came to be like that? It's amazing.
Nat?
It's so
Kill him.
crazy.
How Nat raised him. Ned was like that too, man. It's
He's the exact copy of Ned. It's so
Yeah.
good. The winner of Game of Thrones is Gendry.
But Ned was stronger than Jon a little bit, you know, with the secrets. I think. But I don't know. Now, he can't be expected to keep that now. He can't be expected to keep that secret. It doesn't make any sense.
He wanted to tell his family because he thought it was the right thing to do.
Yeah. He owed them that.
Yeah,
You know.
he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aegon isn't down with Sansa. Sansa was right. She's been around madness long enough to recognize it. Yeah, I like the scene with them talking. Like she pulled the hand back. Like this power struggle. But, power. Man. Stream is far behind, by the way. No, it's not. But the stream isn't behind.
The chat
we are
is
far
behind.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe we should hurry up. Okay, hold on. End of this episode. As much as we can enjoy watching Innocence getting burned, it was a good gut punch before the finale. Of course, yeah. I mean,
no happy ending.
I said it after the last scene with Arya and the horse. It was awfully beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, so very good. Emily and Lena were phenomenal in this episode. Yeah, and you can argue with that. And everyone seems to forget Jon. Jon's reaction to Dany killing Innocence. And everyone
So
starting
good,
to
man.
fight. He was like,
That was so good.
this is something I don't feel right to do.
Yeah.
And he only killed people who were attacking him and also saved this woman
Yeah.
of getting raped.
So good. Like everything. And the Hound. And God. And oh my God.
Hello from Ireland, guys. Thanks much for your reaction. I love this episode. Really enjoyed it and the season so far as whole. Looking forward to the last episode next week. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah,
really
me too,
good
yeah.
stuff that Game of Thrones is right now. Tenny of Thrones. Nice.
Ramsay and Joffrey were the only true villains of the series.
Antagonists. Let's say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Ramsay is a villain. Honestly, he's so evil. He was so freaking evil.
Joffrey was just a
Spoiled brat,
stupid,
yeah.
spoiled brat.
But, Ramsay
Abused
was
his
another
power.
level.
Yeah.
I feel like 2/3 episode have gone down in quality. It's not bad, but it's not the same quality as the previous ones. But they did have the books of the previous season. I still like how it ended. I could say that about other episodes. I mean, previous episodes and maybe season 7. But this episode was like the old Game of Thrones, and I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
what
okay.
about making these episodes into 2 parts?
Yeah, for example,
Would people actually be happier about it? I think so.
I would have been happy about it.
Because first of all, you can add like
A lot of
another
stuff.
10 minutes
Yeah.
into like every episode or 5 minutes. And yeah, I think that would have actually been so cool. Like it wouldn't seem like it's so fast.
Yeah.
It would have been like, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm so
Thanks for the live show. Thanks, Carol.
eyes are like, I can't even.
Should we stop soon?
Yeah, I mean, I hope we're.
Danny gave up the throne to kill Nigel. Just kill everyone. King's Landing. What the fuck? They had elephants. They would have won. Yeah. Cersei was missing elephants. She would have won otherwise.
Yeah.
When Cersei was Tyrion
Elephants
saying,
won't
I don't
burn."
like this, I don't like this, my heart broke. Love a short-haired, stylish queen. She was badass, I can't say that. And at the last second, at the last moment with Jaime, she showed her true character. That she isn't as strong as she would like to be.
Yeah.
And that she doesn't want to die. And is not as fearless as she wants people to think she is.
I actually love this episode more than the previous 2. The accuracy of the ballistas was realistic, unlike what happened last episode.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it. I was talking with Marco. I was like, the one hit the dragon on the belly, more or less, and the other one straight from the neck. Like, how is that possible? But
Yeah,
it's a bit questionable,
sometimes.
but
yeah.
it serves a purpose.
Like I said, like there were some flaws in that.
Yeah,
scene,
yeah.
yeah. But it doesn't make the episode going from a 8 or 9 out of 10 to a 1
Exactly.
out of 10.
Yeah. Very chance. Jaime was always fucked in the head. Good explanation. Redemption arcs are actually the trope, especially in fantasy. I don't know. He just explained his side of the story, why he did what he did by killing the Mad King.
Yeah.
I don't know. And everyone expects him to change suddenly. Yeah. Danny did not have time to. Yeah.
Dum, dum. Sorry, we have to skip a few. Like we can't read.
No,
all
people
of
are
them.
discussing
Exactly.
and themselves,
Exactly.
so
We're
that's
not gonna
good.
read.
It's
we-
good for
we're not-
us.
We're not gonna read out everything.
What do you think is Brand's role in all this? He's just searching for good blueprints for wheelchairs, man. He doesn't
He
care about
is-
your throwing stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I honestly don't know. Bran was pretty useless the last
yeah.
episode.
He's
so.
the memory. He's the memory of the world. That's his use, and that will always be. His
I mean, you
use.
could argue with, man, he could warg into some animals and do this and that, and, well, why should he?
Yeah. Why
It
should
would
he?
be interfering with
Yeah. Exactly.
course of, no.
I hope he won't actually. At the end of
Yes,
the day,
Rhea.
just because you're really yeah, exactly.
Just because your opinion doesn't coincide
Exactly.
with other people's opinion doesn't mean either thoughts are wrong. Exactly. Everyone is entitled to have their own opinion.
Yeah.
Guess what? We live in a pretty free world.
But don't blame the writing or the writers because they know what they're doing. Okay? Sometimes they make mistakes, small mistakes, they just like lack of the details that lead to that. But in general they know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They did this for a while. It's not like
Okay, this is
they,
interesting.
You know,
What the fuck was that? Game Bow, the Hound versus Frankenstein. Also versus all this ridiculous strength the mountain has been made of to have, crushing a head on a wall with minimal effort. The thing is, the mountain was strong before.
yeah.
I don't know if you knew that. Second of all, I think this thing, what he become, I don't know what that was, man, made him stronger, and
Yeah.
he didn't feel pain.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how it happened, the science part. You have to ask Qyburn.
And it's not
but
like-
you can't ask Qyburn because he's dead.
And to be honest, like his strength, was it really superhuman? The Hound seemed to actually like
You could withstand him.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he didn't feel pain. That's why he won. Like he,
Yeah.
that's the only reason.
But you can see the Hound wasn't as strong as the mountain, but he was still pretty strong.
Exactly. Like he.
He died. I will never forgive them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How I, a writing genius, would have done Rhaegal's death. Danny spots the Iron Fleet and rushes them for some napalm strikes. Yeah. Why not like that? Could have been very done. Or, they shoot their scorpions. It misses. She goes for the attack. And Rhaegal gets killed.
Yeah.
Beautifully done, actually. Wow. Why did I not think of that? But yeah.
I think
done.
like that it was.
What's done is done.
She liked it more.
I think it was the surprise effect. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how anyone can defend Danny now. Who is? Are we?
Yeah. No, we're not defending her.
Danny was always a conqueror. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Cried sunny stuff, but I don't. But she just learned patience after 7 seasons. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I don't blame. I do blame her actually. Like fuck that. But I understand. I get it why she did it. That's all we're saying. It's not out of like thin air.
Exactly.
Always a little
Mad genes, man.
Mad genes. That's something.
Most viewers are not used to multidimensional characters, and that's why a lot are disappointed. Not everyone will get epic deaths or perfect story arcs, especially not in Game of Thrones.
No.
If you thought
And-
this was gonna have a happy ending,
Yeah.
you're at the wrong place.
Yeah, I think a big problem about like season 8 is like that season 7 was like so messy in that direction that season 8 is like trying to get like all back together.
Yeah.
And since there is no time, they don't
Mhm.
have the time or the scenes to put all the details into like this whole multi-layered characters again and to build them up again,
Yeah.
I think that's the problem most of the time. But I mean, you can still think it about going back into the other seasons, like 1 to 6,
Of course, yeah.
because they were built there as well.
I think on the next episode of the Letters, that very Sent to the Realm will have meaning. Of course, it will have a comeback.
Yeah.
It will have consequences, so to say. Danny will not be able to rule after
Now,
what she did. Never. It's over.
Or maybe she will. Goodness.
Oh, jeez.
She still has a dragon, man. She can.
She does. Yeah, she does. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you can't say anything about the visuals. The cinematography was so good.
Love is the death of duty with Jon knows, but I don't think he will adapt if he needs to kill Dany. I don't even know, man. Like, poor Jon, man. He had to go through so much shit, you know. And he always like pulls himself back together and tries to do the right thing. Always believes in people, but
yeah.
It's crazy.
What a terrible episode. Changing. The Hound had changed, not needing to kill his brother, and grew. Well, he always wanted to kill his brother.
Yeah.
I thought they did. I think Jon would need more motivation for killing Dany.
Like hurting her.
I honestly thought about Dany wanting to kill Sansa.
I think she actually will.
Yeah. Yeah.
She will have a trial for her or something, you know.
Definitely. Dany's hair is so beautiful.
It actually
is. It's a fucking wig, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's
Jesus Christ. I lost it.
Where were we?
There.
Where what? People think Dany snapping was out of character. In reality, she has been fighting to urge to snap this whole time, but she had advisors. Yeah, that's what we're telling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, but also like this rage that built up inside of her and losing everyone that she trusted.
Yeah.
Coming all that together. I mean, who wouldn't have snapped?
Exactly.
Actually, you know.
This is also very interesting. I wonder why the Mountain disobeyed Cersei and went for the Hound. Does that mean he could feel or remember something? Yes.
Apparently.
Their hatred for each other is so big, it goes beyond death.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I mean, he didn't die. Or did he?
He
That's the
couldn't
weird
die.
thing. Did he
I
die
don't
or
know,
didn't
man.
he? Was he dead? What was that?
It's really.
Man, I really appreciate you, Mark and Ellie. I wish I could watch with people like you who are very able to appreciate the music and cinematography of each episode, not just blindly hating. Oh God, with which people are you watching?
Yeah.
It sounds horrible.
You know, we don't blindly hate, neither do we blindly love.
Yeah.
We do critique where it's due, and we do praise where it's due. I, for example, could talk about season 7 very long, very critically.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah. Okay.
God, where are we? Where are we? Oh, the one when she put those people in the cross so she doesn't see she sees.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, we're almost through, guys.
Okay. We can do that.
Maybe Dany got triggered by Missandei's death. Of course. And keep hearing the last words to Dracarys. That was definitely one of the big things that was the the last.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So many things happen, man. Who can think of that? Who cannot believe Dany to snap in that situation?
This is actually me, Light of the Seven. This is Game of Thrones, not Disney. Happy ending. That is why I liked Ramsay's character. Yes, I loved Ramsay. It was an awful character, but I loved him. He was so good. So what do you think will end Dany, Jon or Arya?
Her own dragon eating her? I don't know, man.
If I had to guess, Arya would make a lot of sense.
Arya would make a lot of sense.
But I think Jon will hold her back and do it himself.
Maybe.
And then go back to Night's Watch. Because he's no true Stark, neither is
Sansa.
Targaryen.
So I would like to see a good main character die by Dany, a little more Game of Thrones style. What is Game of Thrones style? Wasn't all the deaths Game of
Sudden.
Thrones?
I'm not sure.
So Rhaegal.
I could take a dark
Night King.
ending of Dany keeping the throne and Jon being her hand, but that's not really true to his character. He was never chaotic when it comes to his beliefs. Yeah, of course, no.
Yeah.
That's not going.
Arya must kill someone with green eyes. Didn't Walder Frey had green eyes?
I thought he had green eyes. But at this point, I don't care. I think Arya's story is also concluded.
Oh.
I've always been curious about the location of the throne room. Is it at the top of the Red Keep? Is it on the ground? I think it's at the top. Isn't it? I thought it was on the top.
I think so, yeah.
What?
I don't know. I just keep reading the comment. I'm sorry. It's so cool. What disappointed me the most is how Jaime and Cersei's arcs ended. I didn't like that either. But it was Game of Thrones writing, man, and the writing was amazing.
Arcs ended. It ended. I mean, for Cersei, it was surprising. For Jaime, not so much. Going back to Cersei.
Yeah,
and
no,
kinda
not that.
sacrificing.
But like I said, the writing is not surprising at all.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it. I hated it. I hated it so
Definitely.
much.
I'm okay with the Mad Queen, even though the way it was handled was too stupid. I'm too tired. I can't talk anymore.
Yeah, no, okay. I mean, Mad Queen. I mean, we talked about it.
Do you think Jon and Daenerys' relationship is over? Oh yeah, definitely. I think this episode it was.
No, they will go to a counselor and they will get it back. I'm gonna.
No.
The way Jaime and Cersei is not satisfying. I wish it was something else.
More drama.
Well, what? Yeah,
I do get
I agree.
what people mean by that.
Which deaths? There was so much unsatisfying deaths.
But
in
what is
this
a
show.
satisfying death? Isn't death a bad thing?
Yeah,
Was a red wedding satisfying?
doing something big or doing something crazy, horrible
Was
before
Ned's
they
death
die.
satisfying?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
No idea.
It would be interesting if Drogon killed her mom. I think it might come to that. Why did Drogon watch Jon so much at the waterfalls?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think they feel it.
Really, you build up such a big villain like Cersei and you just kill him off with bricks, as they say. What do you want? Like, do you always want, everyone to
A big ending.
exactly deserve what
Yeah.
they get? It's not Game of Thrones. It never was Game of Thrones.
Neither alive, by the
Like,
way.
Ned was beheaded. Robert died of a boar. Goodness.
Yeah.
Like, Renly died of a shadow freaking thing. It's not satisfying. None of that was, really satisfying, if you think about it that way.
Mm.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy.
I mean, there were some satisfying deaths. For
Of
example, the
course.
Hound. That was really satisfying. If a death couldn't be satisfying, that would be the Hound.
Yeah. I was thinking Dany's Mad Queen vibes came out of nowhere. Need to think back to all those kill everything plans she had in previous seasons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, the previous seasons don't exist anymore.
Oh, all right. They get deleted by the new seasons.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Forgot about
unless there's something they can build their argument on
Yeah.
in the then the seasons exist again. They will likely want to rebuild the wall.
Let's see if it's necessary. But I guess they
Yeah,
will
probably
rebuild the
yeah.
wall.
Maybe Bran will do it.
I doubt that. I know Jaime.
It's pretty. They would. Yeah. Yeah.
True, I never thought about that way. I always thought Jaime was gonna kill Cersei, but yeah, this is actually
Yeah, like a Reddit wedding. Maybe like
Oh,
Arya.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Arya said she won't come back. Guess what? Maybe she won't.
Maybe she won't.
Huh. Oh my god. Oh, we're almost at the end, dude. We'll have a Lannister baby too.
Maybe.
Might be. Arya to Sander, you're a good man.
Good man, huh? Very much so. Because-
Yeah.
I don't hate Danny. She's tragic and doesn't deserve pity. Man, I understand Danny, but I don't like her.
Yeah.
The Golden Company series Sellsword has made it to become canon for her, and Aristelle is now the main character. She will probably be killed in Daenerys. It should be Jon, I hope. Want to be. Huh?
Yeah. People had too much time to create their own theories and now are bitching that the actual show is different. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Worst team ever made. Why? I want to why.
Yeah.
Irony that Dany said she doesn't want to be Queen of the Ashes. Like, that worked out. Yeah, I mean, that was like actually Tyrion speaking.
Yeah.
You know, it was bound to happen. Does anyone remember Dany's vision? Yeah, of course. That was always like that. Yeah, it was planned.
I want Sandor to survive.
Yeah, me too.
We all do. How poetic it is to think that Tywin's big legacy will be continued by the kid of a, not my opinion, big ugly woman.
These kids, no people just want to talk about her freeing slice again and army to satisfy your greed. Unless for part of Westeros staying as us would have been better. Oh God, we're at the end, guys.
It would have been, yeah.
The only thing I can save this season is Baelish come back. Okay, but how would that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, give us, you know, how would this save the season? I don't get it, man. Like, at this point, the only thing that I can think of is that you are just like, okay, no, I don't know. I don't know. If they write it good, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, definitely.
George R. R. Martin is a genius. He is.
Theon had one of the best character arcs and farewells, to be honest.
He did.
Indeed.
He did. People whine about D&D being poor writers and they ask for Baelish to come back to life. Just, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it wasn't the only thing like I could accept that he was an imposter.
Huh?
But anger, I know that she is, and I felt like I expected anger while watching her burning the innocent after they surrendered. Of course, yeah. It was more like, with me, it was more like disappointment. I was like, Danny.
Yeah.
Why? Why did he go this road?
Probably need to watch the video about his potential comeback. It would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, again, like, these are like all the theories, and I don't know. It's weird. I remember arguing when reading comments trying to justify her still, even.
Justifying that action is really daring. Understanding it is different, but justifying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Phew.
We need to. We'll come back after Game of Thrones, don't worry.
I think people that you forgot to write something.
I think people do.
Oh, no,
Okay,
it got deleted.
okay.
Don't delete. It's the last comment we're gonna read.
We want to do 1 hour. This is like almost 2 hours now. I think we have to end it, guys. I'm dead.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
How can you still like look into the screen without?
Dude, I'm dead. I'm like focused on the screen and I can't see anything else.
Burning Innocent Falls was not expected. It was nuts.
Dany is first character who turned to dark side. I can't remember many turned to light side. Again, like I said, no right or wrong, no black and white. Everything is in the everyone and everything is in the middle.
Yeah.
Some tend to be more good, for example, Jon. Some tend to be more bad, for example, Ramsay, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you have the middle guys like Dany, who did a lot of good things, but also now a lot of bad things.
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much, guys. This was so cool, like to talk about. It's always like, I feel completed, you know.
Yeah,
It's just
it's good.
always like
like
that.
in episode 3 we did.
Like I saw some of your points. I saw some hate.
Always.
I saw some weird comments. It's always cool.
Always.
I like to get all that together and talk about it.
Oh
Thank
no!
you so much for that.
They nerfed
What?
the ballistic arrows. Shit, with patch 8.5.
Shit. That sucks, man.
Man, well, I
I mean,
gotta
you
live
know,
with that.
that was a little overpowered, though. Yeah.
True, yeah.
You know, just kill dragons like
Exactly, right?
that. If they kill Dany, and love it. That is her baby. Love you guys. I love you,
Love you
all
too.
too.
Guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you so much
much.
for all the support you gave us. Yeah, see you next time.
Goodbye.
See you next week. Bye.